Hey everybody, I'm Shira and welcome to Generation Hustle. For my very first interview, I will be interviewing music artist Aasher Saintt. I had the pleasure of going to Asher's photo shoot for the cover of his upcoming project, May God Hear You. I was so inspired that I had to come back and get the inside scoop about who is Aasher Saintt. So today we're at Lunchbox Records chopping it up. Here is Aasher Saintt.
Two bad bitches rock the weed. Two bad bitches rock the weed.
Sure, I've known you since we were teenagers, so I've kind of gotten to see you evolve over the years. Who would you say Aasher Saintt is right now today?
Aasher Saintt is probably the most confident, artist that I've ever been. I'm very well versed in terms of versatility in my music. I'm a huge student of the game. I'm just really locked into the mission.
You say you're a big student of the game. Who do you feel like are your main teachers right now in your life?
Biggest teacher, artist wise.
Yeah, artists in your life. You have an amazing team, so it literally could be anybody on your team. Who are your teachers right now?
First, so I'm studying leadership a lot right now. So I'll be looking at Jesus.
Yeah.
And be seeing who he was as a man, who he was as a leader. I also there's this podcast I listen to called Founders.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about basically all of the biggest and best entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, and stuff like that.
You said Founders? I need to check that out.
Yeah, it's fine. The one I'm really locked in on right now is Walt Disney.
Okay.
Michael Jackson is my biggest influence. That's his biggest influence. So I was like, let me see who Michael Jackson like. Walt Disney made my brain kind of just expand in terms of everything I want to go for and do.
Right.
And crazy enough too, I'm learning a lot from children lately.
Thanks.
I don't have no kids or nothing, but I have a niece and really a whole bunch of nieces for real. But it's teaching me how to be a little bit more cautious and just listening more. Just being in the present moment.
Yeah.
As a creative, you got to keep that childish energy because that's what makes creativity fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that. I've definitely been saying lately for myself, I've been tapping into a lot of the things that used to make me happy when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I feel like the key to happiness as an adult is literally just doing everything you wanted to do when you were a kid without caring at all.
Right.
You just don't care about anybody's opinion. You just gonna do what makes you happy. That's the key to adulthood. Now, I don't know anything about Pink Floyd, but you picked up this Pink Floyd album. What does this album mean to you, if it does mean anything?
Dark Side of the Moon, specifically with Pink Floyd, is literally the reason why May God Hear You exists. In here, what they said, there was there's no dark side of the moon, really. It's only dark. Basically, the only light is the sun or something like that. Mm-hmm. But it was it just resonated with me.
That's what's up. That's tough.
I made a project at the time. It's called There's No Dark Side, It's All Dark. And something that they do throughout this project is very seamless. It just continues. It's it feels like one big song. Okay. For real.
Yeah.
And I just love what they did with it, the deep concepts that they have in there, talking about money, talking about the government, talking about life. And so May God Hear You would not exist if I didn't come across this project.
Yeah, we're gonna.
The GOAT literally did something in there with a Billie Jean reference. I feel like almost every song I do is a Michael Jackson reference for real. In one way or another.
Not off the wall. Hold on.
But yeah, I mean, he's my favorite artist of all time.
I have a clip of you at the photo shoot, saying that you would like to make it seem like you were talking to God.
I wanted to seem like I'm talking to God. I wanted to seem like I'm talking to people. That's why.
So what about the album makes you want to talk to God? Where are you getting that from?
I mean, I talk to God all day, every day. Prayer life is a big thing. Only way to guide me through this crazy little world we in. most of my music is conversation with God or Him, or I feel like kind of me coming from His perspective with like talking to humans for real, or myself. A lot of my music has to do with duality, like good versus evil.
Yeah.
So in the pull between, you know, like this tug of war between your like your soul or your spirit or like your flesh. So
yeah, the world
yeah.
and the kingdom, like a worldly life, kingdom life,
Right.
like stuff like that. Yeah, I
Like
definitely feel that. Last thing about the photo shoot, because when I tell you, I was like really inspired when I went. I don't. It's embarrassing, but you probably saw me in the corner. There was a moment where I was literally in awe. The main thing that I really loved was literally how your team supported you and literally lifted you up when you needed it. So, how important is it to have a supportive team like that? And what does your team mean to you?
I mean, having a team, there's no artist that you see out here. None of these greats, like none of these people that we know of, we would know none of them for real if they didn't have a team. You know what I'm
That's true.
saying? And you're nothing without a team. So it's extremely important. They mean everything to me. I can't be who I am and be the artist I want to be without them and their hard work. So yeah, having a team is everything.
I'm on Rehab. I've been listening to that like religiously lately. What albums do you see over here that you really fuck with?
Are we speaking on Rihanna? I feel like if people would have put me in some type of, I don't know, I feel like if Kanye and Rihanna had a kid, you come out with Aasher Saintt.
That's what's up.
So I
Okay.
feel like, but it's, you know what's funny about that? Like the Kanye thing, I don't listen to him like that. But like in terms of what his innovation and like how grand he do things,
Yeah.
that's what I'd be on. That's what I would do.
I feel like because I watched the Donda documentary, I feel like once I saw Donda, it's like you had no choice but to respect his artistry, like respect his creativity, respect
Yeah,
his
nah, he
grind, his
go.
hustle. Yeah, he's the GOAT for real. Like, and people will tell you that like nobody tops his mind when it comes to certain things. Like he just hears things differently, and I feel like that's a key to like setting yourself apart from the rest of the world.
Nah,
Now,
sure.
one thing I did want to talk to you about was for upcoming artists, money and social media. Everybody doesn't know how to market on social media, and everybody may not have the money that they want to get started the way that they want. So how have things like tools like that, how have they shaped you into who you are? How do you navigate that as an independent artist?
It's a good question. The first thing that you have to do, in my opinion, I think that solves kind of a lot of things. It's just being undeniably great. If you can, if you can make something that's worth listening to and make something that's worth looking at, then the money will come, the audience will come, like you'll attract all those things. A lot of stuff you got to start off with some cheap stuff. Like me and my homie Josh, we started off rapping 14 years old on a $5 Amazon microphone on this program called Audacity. You probably don't know what that is, but it's literally the worst, cheapest little program. And
Shout out Audacity.
it was so tough to record music. We were literally like holding the microphone for each other, like in the closet rapping. We over here, spitting on each other's hands, like trying to rap. Like you had to do it all in one take because we didn't know how to do nothing for real.
Yeah.
But it teaches you a lot. Like now I go in, most of my songs is one take when I go and record because of basically training, you know what I'm saying, from that. So I think the moments where you got to figure it out, it definitely prepares you for the time when once you get that budget and you get, you know, the help and stuff like that. But really, you just got to be creative. Like you got to set yourself apart um, from your clothes, from the type of sound, your story. You're gonna sound like your influences a little bit. You're gonna dress. You know, you could dress like similar people until you get your money right. But like your story, nobody can take from you. That's your experience.
I feel like that kind of ties into the next question that I wanted to ask you because these are all great classic artists, but I feel like right now we live in a world where music just follows trends or follows what's popular on social media. So, how do you navigate your artistry, marketing on social media, but without letting trends affect your art?
You know, I'm always big on like innovation and just like also studying what the greats did. I know that a lot of people is, very trend heavy, but all that stuff be here today and gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the trend is over, that artist be over.
Yeah.
So it's like, Michael Jackson was doing this for 40 years.
Decades, literally.
So he never ran out of style. He was the trend.
He's literally influencing kids today. Like, there are kids dressing up as Michael Jackson weren't even alive when he died. Like, that's crazy. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, to me, originality is key. I don't know. You gotta also just love the art form, man. People really don't. Can I cuss?
Yeah, go ahead.
People don't actually fuck with the craft, the studying, the effort that you got to put in. They just kind of just see oh, I can get attention from that. I can get money from that. I can get clicks from that. So I'm gonna go do it. But that's what separates a Michael or a Kanye or a Drake or whoever the greats are versus the trendy people that's just I'm gonna hop on the drill wave. I'm gonna hop on this wave. I'm gonna hop on this wave.
Yeah.
When all the waves die out,
who are you?
You looking to get on Love and Hip Hop or something. It's just you played out. Now you burnt out.
Yeah.
Now, if you really love art, you really love the music, you gonna do what you want to do. I'm not about to sell my soul or sell out, my vision for something quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to be here for the next 20 plus years. I'm not here to just be here for the next 20 minutes. But if you creative enough and you have the music and you have the look, you'll be the trend. Leon Thomas. Go.
I'm
he getting there. Hey, that's that dude, bro.
But it took him time too. He had to stay dedicated. He was behind the scenes for a minute.
Yeah.
It took time for people to recognize his craft and appreciate his artistry, but he stayed consistent with his sound, and he is now Leon Thomas. He's more than just the guy from Victorious, Yeah.
But yeah, that's what it takes though. You gotta be dedicated to the craft. That's how you're gonna be able to have a sustainable career and really make impact on people's lives.
Thank you so much for your answers and your wisdom, letting us get a little piece of your world, a little glimpse. I have one more question before we wrap up, because this is Generation Hustle. So the whole point of this is just to inspire people in our generation and just let people know that whatever chance they want to take on themselves, it's not too far out of reach. Yeah. So if you could give one piece of advice to our generation about how to expand their hustle, what would it be?
First, I would say you got to get tapped in with God, because none of this, I don't know. The more and more I live, I feel I just can't do it by myself.
You can't, yeah.
I can't lean on my own power, on my own mind, on my own thoughts. I'm not that tough by myself.
Lean not on your own understanding.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It would be damn near, not even damn near, it will be disrespectful as hell towards God and towards anybody that believes in you and people that don't even know you yet. If you're not pursuing whatever that hustle is, whatever that grind is, if you're not doing that a billion%, it's you don't even appreciate God for putting you on the earth. For real. That's how I take it. So with your every being, whatever you got, no matter what you're going through, you got to push through. And having that relentless mindset, it's going to set you apart.
First, I just want to thank Aasher today for coming out and dropping some true gems about what it takes to grow your hustle in this generation in Gen Z. I hope everybody felt inspired today. I definitely felt inspired today. Thank you for tuning in. Again, I'm Shira, and this is Generation Hustle.